The best way to improve your streaming and YouTube video production is to improve the audio quality. How to do it? The simplest, not the cheapest way is to get yourself a better microphone. Dynamic condenser, XLR, USB, there are plenty of options on the market. Today, let's take a look at something I've been using for the last year or so, the USB dynamic microphone, Deity VO-7U. Let's take a look at the good and the bad sides of this microphone and let's decide if it's worth it, because it's not the cheapest one ever and it lacks a feature or two. That's the Deity VO-7U, and the first thing that you notice when you take it in your hands is that, well, it's heavy. And when I say heavy, I do mean it, because only the microphone weighs more than 600 grams. But don't worry, heavy is good. This is not something you travel with. This is something you attach to the arm on your desk, and then the heavy is not really a problem. On the front side, you of course get the microphone capsule itself. Like I mentioned, it's a dynamic microphone, and the integrated pop filter hidden behind the metal mesh. If you want to, you can always remove the integrated pop filter and clean it. But if not, of course, you don't really have to. On the rear side of the microphone, you get the USB-C port. This microphone should be connected with the USB-C cable and the 3.5mm jack output for the headphones. On this side, you get a single button you can use to mute the microphone, and on the sides you get two knobs. This one is used to set the volume of the connected headphones, and this one is set to set the gain of the microphone itself. In majority of the cases, when you keep the microphone close enough to your mouth, the gains at around 50% is what you really need. And of course, the swivel mount to install this microphone on the arm. You rather really don't want to hold it in your hands when recording, because yeah, it's big and it's heavy. And because it's a relatively standard size of the microphone, if you want to, you can add additional pop filter to even more reduce your plosives. I do have a kinda strong plosives, so yeah, I use the additional pop filter on the Deity VO-7U. Not required, but in my opinion, it just sounds better. Now, time for some answers. Do I like this microphone? Am I happy from buying it last year and using this since now? The answer is yes. The biggest reason I got the Deity VO-7U because I heard how it records the sound and I liked what I heard. I just liked it. I bought it, and well, I'm still a happy user of this mic. You might have noticed that I switched to this condenser boom microphone, but when I'm streaming on my other channel, I still go with the Deity VO-7U, because dynamic microphone is just better for the live broadcast. Testing, testing, testing. This is how the Deity VO-7U sounds without any filter and additional processing. Testing, testing, testing. This is how the Deity VO-7U sounds with the additional pop filter. Really, the simplest foam put on the microphone. And you know what? I think it sounds really good. Just apply some basic EQ and compression and the Deity VO-7U will sound great. Plus, this RGB ring really gives the microphone some nice visuals. It gives some cool touch to the video. Of course, the RGB ring is only the addition, and even without it, the microphone looks good. And oh, why don't you do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you! However, there are a few downsides of the Deity VO-7U. One of them is rather, well, kinda poor quality of the pop filter. To solve it, I just had to buy some foam and put it over the microphone. Looks less sexy, but works kinda better. And the second problem is that for the price, Deity actually might consider creating a special software for the microphone. You know, something like a Wavelink from Elgato. Of course, it's not required, but it would be very, very nice nice to have some basic software to change the setting of the microphone, maybe set up the filtering chain with the VST plugins, and of course also to control the RGB ring, because the usage of the button to do it is, well, not the most obvious way to do so. I would love to see some ecosystem software to work with the Deity VO-7U that is of course delivered by the Deity and that you get it together with the microphone. Verdict: 7 out of 10, good microphone, but could use some extra additional features. Here's the next video you should watch. In the meantime, I'm Paweł Spychalski, thank you very much for watching and, like always, happy filming!